Hello and welcome. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to see you all out there. And today we are going to talk about a fascinating, extraordinarily powerful practice called hooponopono. We'll go through this, understand the magic of hooponopono, how it can transform so many things in our life, what is the essence of it, where from it has started, what can it do to our life. But if you are not doing in the right way, it's not going to help us. And many people, they do not do it in a right way. They do a mistake, and that mistake also we are going to look at how we can overcome this. From a scientific point of view, also we are looking at this, and we will see by appropriately practicing it how this can transform various dimensions of our life. And I'll also give you a brief idea about what exactly is it, how it started, who brought it forward, and how this can transform our life. With that, welcome everyone all to this live session where we are going to talk about hooponopono as a practice. And let's look at what exactly hooponopono is. Thank you very much for joining in. Would love to see all of your responses on the comment box where you're writing. I would definitely try to answer those when you are going through this session. Great to have all of you out there, and let's get on. Let's look at the various aspects of hooponopono as we move further. Now, hooponopono, straightway, let's look at what exactly is this. What exactly is hooponopono? It has got 4 powerful statements. We'll talk about those statements and how should it be practiced. What is the essence of these statements? There are 4 statements. I am sorry, the first statement. Forgive me, second one. Thank you. And the fourth one is I love you. So 4 simple statements. Just by practicing these statements, invoking these internal state of beings, we can actually do magic in our life. And trust me, what we can do is unthinkably powerful. We can change our relationships. We can change our body-mind state, meaning our stress, anxiety, all these difficult mental conditions like depression, things like worry, fear, all this can be easily overcome. I'll tell you why, what is the essence of this. And some people, they say it manifests money. Why it manifests money, that also we'll look at. What change that it brings in inside ourself, and why it attracts abundance to life. We'll also look at how this can help our growth in the domain of our responsibility, in the domain of our job, business, wherever we are working. There also it helps a lot. So we'll talk about all these systematically and progressively as we proceed further on this. Now, when we are talking about hooponopono as a practice, it goes back to ancient Hawaiian traditions. Hawaii Islands, where the ancient tribes of Hawaii, they used to heal using this mechanism called hooponopono. We'll talk about that. What it exactly does is letting go of limiting beliefs. Again, I'll bring back that thought. Limiting beliefs makes us limited. Those beliefs, those limiting beliefs, they make us limited, and using this practice we can come out of that, so we can bring in abundance to our life. That's what we'll look at as we proceed further. Now, what exactly does it mean? Hooponopono in language, if you look at the what exactly does it translates to in English? It says causing things to move back to right balance. It's all about balancing, and it is balancing of our internal energy, balancing our internal state of being, and that balancing itself can bring in magic. From the very language of it, we can all appreciate here, this is about our balancing, and inner frequency and harmony. These words, please pay attention to these words. We are bringing in magical things in our life if we are bringing in harmony to life, frequency to life, a typical frequency which can bring in a lot of change in our life. Now, are you now excited to move further? Are you really, really looking forward to something amazing, as this can bring in a change, transformative change in our life? I'm going to give you a simple one practice. And this practice, if you continue doing, there is a guarantee that this would transform your life. If you continue doing for the period that I'm going to mention, the number of times that I'm going to share at the end of this very video, just you need to do it. Nothing else you need to do. Just do this practice, and you can sense, you can feel a change within, and that change also manifests outside. Just need to do, because that will change the inner frequency. We'll talk about it as we come to that point, but now for sure, this balance is what we are going to look at. Are you all excited? Are you all looking forward to this? Wonderful, wonderful to get your responses. That response would give me a sense that all of us, we are learning, moving further, and we are committing to bring in that kind of a change in our life. So let's all proceed together. Let's all grow and bring in that internal transformation. And by that, outer world will certainly come further, and we'll see changes outside as well. So let's all proceed together. Wonderful. Thank you very much. And let's move further. Now, as I said, it's an ancient Hawaiian tradition practice which has been there for ages. But in the modern era, these three people were Morna Simeona. Morna Simeona, she was the first who brought it further. Like a treasure. She said that we are losing our treasure of healing. She was a healer. And she brought this technique and used it extensively to heal people from their disease, from relationships, from very many other problems in their life. And it was such impacting that in 1983, she was also regarded and respected as a healer. Officially, she was called a healer. And in that time around, these two gentlemen, Dr. Hugh Len and Dr. Joe Vitale, who also came to the front to take this further, to the extent that Dr. Hugh Len, who was also a therapist, a psychologist, used this technique and healed so many people who were having mental difficulties, disturbances, and were criminals also. Because of that psychotic tendencies, they were criminals. Just by this healing process, people could come out of that challenges. And as the legend goes, they say that some of the lunatic asylums were closed down because of this, because everyone out there were healed because of Dr. Hugh Len's practice of hooponopono and applying that healing process onto them. This was a magical thing which happened, and this can bring in real transformation in our mind, body, and also in our overall abundance in life. Now moving further, we see the power of Ho'oponopono. How are we going to practice it, and what transformation can this bring in our life? So slowly we'll move further. Few of the challenges that people face while practicing, few of the mistakes that people do while practicing Ho'oponopono, that also I would just indicate that mistake is actually going to block it. Will not have the frequency change inside if we are doing that mistake. Now, Ho'oponopono, as I mentioned, has got 4 powerful statements. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Here people do a lot of mistake in the first statement itself. The first statement says, I'm sorry. Naturally, when people do this, there is a problem that I should feel sorry. But here there is something we need to understand. When we say sorry when we do a mistake. That's when we say, I'm so sorry. And at one more time we say sorry when we see somebody suffering, or when we see ourselves suffering. So this is compassion. One, we say sorry when we commit a mistake, and we feel a little guilty and say sorry about that. The second one is we feel that inner compassion. This is about inner compassion. So, what I am referring towards is this does not work. Let me emphasize on this. This practice does not work when we are bringing in negative emotions, survival emotion. If you have already gone through my techniques and practices on emotionality, on brain structure, and aspects of how survival emotions come into the brain, the animal part of the brain, they bring in survival emotion. If we are doing it from that, this practice is not going to work. The first thing that we need to understand here, the positive state. This is the mistake everyone does when they practice hooponopono. Don't feel guilty when you are saying, I am sorry. You should feel compassionate. And how to do the practice? That's what I am going to tell you in the next few slides. And this practice need not be done for someone, somebody, something. We'll see how just by doing it in a proper manner, our internal frequency changes. We manifest some of the amazing things in our life. Let's look at that one after the other. Now, as I said, positive state of being inside is the essence. When I'm saying sorry, I should feel compassion inside. I should feel an internal frequency of compassion, harmony, and feel to be in a state of absolute security. Absolute security. That means I am in a sanctuary of love and compassion. I am in that complete care of the universe. When I do that, this works. The moment I feel I'm sorry and my mind is thinking about some negative things, it's not going to work. So what we need to bring in? Compassion. Here I am going to give you an extraordinarily powerful thing, and this is based on the ancient Indian tradition. I have worked with this. When we merge these two traditions, this becomes real magic. What is that? The heart chakra. If you've heard about this, if you've heard about the ancient tradition of Kundalini Jagarana, if you've heard about the chakra aspect, if you know about those internal psychic energy nodes, the heart chakra represents unconditionality in life, unconditional love, unconditional giving, unconditional receiving, unconditional compassion and care. This unconditionality has to be brought in. That unconditionality has to be there. If that unconditional state of being you are operating from, this gets accelerated and magnified and frequency changes instantaneously. How to do that? Do this. Bring all your attention and awareness to the center of your heart. And you can do that by taking few breaths. When you feel that breath going to the center of the heart, as if you're receiving a lot of positive energy, love and compassion, and your heart is filled with love, filled with a lot of kindness, forgiveness and care. That you should feel as if universe is so graceful and blessing with all these powers. You are absolutely in that sanctuary of love, filled and flushed with love. You do this first before going to hooponopono. And when you do that, the transformation really happens. Once you get to that state, when you say, I'm sorry, you are feeling compassion inside. When you are saying, forgive me, it's not guilt, it's forgiveness. Then you say, thank you, it's gratitude. Love you, it's love and connect. So what we are saying, I'm sorry, it's compassion. Forgive me, forgiveness and kindness. Thank you, gratitude, and love you, filled and flushed with love. So this is what we need to do when we are practicing. First, you need to anchor yourself, focus on your heart, the center where we are having unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, let go of things, accept things with joy. This is very important, and once we do this, we can see the transformation happening in our life. Is it clear and making sense? Is it clear? If it is clear, just write crystal clear. Write in the comment box, crystal clear. If you're clearly understanding, before getting to the hooponopono practice, you should focus on your heart. Few breaths will let you know that you are absolutely unconditionally cared and loved by universe. Feel that before we start the practice. Then it will work like a magic. Then it will come into your life as if it is being invited, and flow is happening in your life. That's precisely what you need to do when we are practicing hooponopono here. Moving on further, this is the crux, essence, and you need to understand few things. How to do it, what exactly is the process that we need to do when we are following this, how many times, and what is the essential aspect of this. Now, let's see this. This is about, we are doing it 4 times and saying this 108 times. That means, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. Need to chant this 108 times and do it for 21 days. Do it for 21 days. How many times? 21 days you need to do 108 times. And why this works, I'll go there. We'll go there. Why this particularly works with us. What exactly is the power? Why this works? And that's what we will see right now. What exactly is the essence of this practice? What brings in that frequency change? The essence of hooponopono is connect. Essence of hooponopono is connect. Deep connect. Write deep connect in the comment box. We'll talk about deep connect. Yeah? Deep connect in the comment box. Then we'll see how deep connects they work. Write deep connect. If you understood this, deep connect is the thing that we will understand right now. Deep connect, absolutely. We are seeing this deep connect. It connects to 4 aspects. So deep connect is about relationships. So many people, they say hooponopono is just about relationships. But let me tell you, hooponopono is about relationship with the universe. When you are practicing hooponopono, you are connecting your deeper self, and your deeper self is your core spark of divinity. Core spark of divinity which has all the powers. The core spark of divinity that we have has got all the powers. Why? See this power. This power within is doing magic, miracle inside. Trillions of cells in our body, more than 50 trillion cells in the body. Millions of processes happening, including billions of neurocells, thinking so many things, every moment, thoughts, emotions flow. And this is absolutely unimaginably complex process that's happening inside. And this is organized with such ease, such flow. So the power is always there inside. Now we are connecting to that power, and all these 4 statements are for that power. Today I'm revealing this. All these 4 statements we are doing, and doing it for that power. I am saying I'm sorry. I am saying it as if to my own inner divinity. I am saying sorry because sometimes I have some negative thoughts that flows in. I just say, I am sorry. And with compassion, I'm saying to myself, I'm sorry, and I'm getting to that divine space. I'm saying, forgive me. Forgiving is one of the most powerful things. If you look at our ancient tradition, there is a powerful verse of Shiva, very powerful, which talks about forgiveness. Whatever I'm doing by my hands, by my legs, by my body, by my action, kara charana krutamba, kayajam, karmajamba, Sravana Nayana Jamba, Manasamba Paradham, Bihitama Vihitamba, Sarva Meta Chamaswa, Jaya Jaya Karunadve, Sri Mahadeva Shambhu, where we are talking about that consciousness. Shiva represents the ultimate consciousness, and we are asking that consciousness to completely forgive us from all these sins, all these mistakes that we're doing. So we are just surrendering to that. That forgiveness is what brought in first. And once we come to that state of calm, that state of flow, these are natural happenings. This frequency connect is just happening. The moment we connect to this frequency, the moment we are with that divine frequency is only possible when we are transcending this so-called sin. So we are just saying, forgive me, O consciousness. Going there, and this is connect. People say it is just about relationships. It is just about relationships. It's rather about relationship with the universe. So all the relationships, of course, are within the universe. Our friends, family members, office, our colleagues, society, wherever we are living. When we do this practice, do it to yourself. How many times? 108 times. How many days? 21 days. Do it and let me know. If you are doing it, first going to the heart center, feeling that sense of complete security, blessings of the universe you invoke, then start doing this for relationships. Automatically it will happen, because relationships again would be vibrating when you are saying completely, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, and I love you. All these four powerful vibrations, they come in. So you relate with people. That's what we call relationships. You connect with your body. You can feel your body is being healed as you are doing this. Connect with your body, connect with your mind. Connect with abundance. People say, as I do it, naturally money flows in, because you are connecting with abundance, manifesting money, manifesting assets and wealth in your life when you are eliminating those blockages. All these are because we are having mistrust, we are having doubts, we are having internal greed. All these are negative emotions. Greeds, our jealousy, all these are going to make blockages, create some barricades. We don't want them. We just feel, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, and I love you. Do this for, as I said, 21 days, 108 times. Preferable times are either you do it early in the morning, or you can do it before you go to bed. Or you can do it twice. That's even better. If you have time, go for twice. And this can transform your inner frequency. Nothing you need to visualize, nothing you need to do. Just flow with that. Feel that flowing inside. Feel more secured as you're saying, I'm sorry, forgive me. Enjoy that saying, enjoy that vibration. Thank you, I love you. Your voice modulation, your internal feeling as if this is changing inside. Do this, and I'm sure we are going to transform our life, our relationships, bound to change, our health in our body and mind. You will see transformation. You'll be joyful. You'll be having change on the skin tonality. I have seen people, their glow changes. Their aging process slows down, because this is changing of inner frequency and tuning that frequency with the universe. Abundance, naturally flow. You are absolutely feeling abundant all the time. You would see something magically, miraculously happening around you. You're not thinking about it. It's just coming in your way. You do what you love to do. Things will happen and help you through. Career growth, your business, your job, your studies, if you're a student, all this would happen naturally. You'll feel so much of joyous travel, journey through life. So let's all do this and let's see this manifestation happening in our life. That's transformation. Let's all do this together. Let's transform our life and let's all feel that we are transforming. We are changing, not just within, we are changing something outside. And let's also share, let's also spread this happiness, joy, and connectedness to everyone around us. Let's do it. If you are here for the first time, please do consider subscribing if you liked this session. Please do subscribe if you have not so far, and like the session if you loved the session. If you really found a lot of value, do like this. Why I'm saying this? Because this is going to help us, help the YouTube algorithm to reach this to more and more people. And I strongly believe these things can change individuals and in turn the world, bring in more happiness, peace, and joy to everyone around us and humanity and the entire creation. Let's all do that. If you want to share with your friends and family, feel that this can help them all, please do that. And let's all pray that everyone here should be joyful, happy, abundant, and let the journey of life be wonderfully and lovingly moving further, giving us elevation in life. Thank you very much. May God bless all of us again with another live session soon. I'll come back and we will talk about, this week we'll be talking more about these kind of techniques which can change. Instantaneous change can be brought in. So let's all commit how this change be brought into our life and to others. Thank you very much. Keep watching. You can see the next video also, which will be there given after this is published. So please watch those videos if you have missed out in previous sessions. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much for all your wonderful comments. And let's work together to make the world a better place. Thank you and God bless.